What's up? My name is Colby Sharp. I am a 5th grade teacher in Parma, Michigan, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the most anticipated graphic novel in my heart for this entire year, and it is Hey Kiddo, a graphic novel memoir by Jarrett J. Krosoczka. You ready? Let's go. So I just finished this book, putting my children to bed for naps, Hobbs and Harvey. I'm with them today, the 3-year-old and the 1-year-old, and I was trying to get Hobbs to bed, so I was just kind of like laying there with him and reading Hey Kiddo, and then my plan was to get them both to fall asleep and then take a nap myself, which I don't get to do very often, but I was just captivated by Hey Kiddo and this gorgeous book, and I just had to finish it, and then I wanted to talk about it right away while it's still fresh in my heart. This book is Jarrett's life basically from when he was very little until he graduates from high school. And it is really the story of how his grandparents took care of him. It's a story of how he had to deal with and live with a mother who was addicted to heroin, and how art really truly saved his life and helped him to become the person that he is today. If you know Jarrett, which I have the privilege of being able to say that I do, you know he is an amazingly kind and selfless man, that he loves his family very much, that he loves children's books and making books and being a light for kids so very much. And to hear his story and to read his story, it was one of the most powerful reads that I've ever experienced. I'm really excited to see what middle school, upper middle school, and high school students see in this book and what they get out of this book and how this book affects them. Because there are a lot of Jarretts out there. There are a lot of kids who don't have that perfect home life. There are a lot of kids who are dealing with things. There are a lot of kids who are looking for what art was for Jarrett. And I think that this book is going to help them find that. I think that this book is going to help a lot of kids. I think this book can also help a lot of adults. And I'm so thankful that it is coming out into the world. You must read this book. It's so powerful. I will say that Hey Kiddo is definitely for an older audience. All of the swear words are in this book. Not all of them, but there are, it's very natural dialogue very colorful dialogue that his grandmother uses. Definitely dialogue that I am familiar with growing up in Parma, Michigan, and it's a great book, and I'm really, really, really excited for it to end. I'm just happy it's going to be in the world. Like, this book is going to make a lot of people cry. Like, I bawled through the last 10 or 15 pages. It was just so powerful, and reading the author's note, it was just like the tears were flowing, and I think that this book is going to do a lot of good in the world, and it makes me feel so blessed to be an educator, so blessed to be someone who has an opportunity to talk about books on social media and at conferences and to share books with other educators, because this is one that will do a lot of good. And it's amazing to be able to share a book with a teacher or a librarian or a principal, and to know that they're going to be able to share that with their students, and then their students are going to have their lives changed. Like, this book is going to change lives. This book will save lives, and I'm just really, really excited to see what it does in the world. If you want to order this book, I'll put the links down below in the description of this video so that you can get this book ordered. Yeah, it's one that you're going to probably want to read first, because you're going to want to be able to just figure out those perfect kids to put it into their hands, and you're going to want to experience this story because it's life-changing. Thank you, Jarrett, for writing this, for sharing your story. Like Katie Camillo says, stories connect us, and I feel more connected to you, and I thank you for all that you do for kids. All right, friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Have an awesome-tastic day. Happy, happy.